Did you guys do this?
Do what?
I didn't have friends. When I had a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube, I didn't have any friends.
I'll stop you there. I had friends.
I didn't have any friends.
I'm not going to relate to you.
I didn't have any friends.
Put in your headphones.
To play video games with on weekends.
Okay. Oh, no,
Because I was only allowed to play video games on weekends.
Yeah, you didn't have any friends. What'd you do?
Speak up! What?
And I played 4-player Mario Kart battle mode by myself, and I'd switch off controllers.
The CPUs, right? The CPUs.
Not with CPUs. I took turns controlling all 4.
Oh my god! He wanted there to be enough balloons for his birthday party.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if all 4 characters play, there's like 3 balloons on each car. It's like it's my birthday. All my friends are here.
That's 12 balloons.
Dude.
So
wow,
when
I never
when I was
ever
5
did
years
that.
old, when I was 5 years old, I didn't have friends to invite over.
No, you're making yourself younger. You were
I
older
moved
than that.
all over the place.
No, I was 4 years old. You don't understand. When I was 3, I did this.
Yeah, I was a baby. I
He
couldn't get friends.
drives over, pops one of the balloons, and he switches seats. He's like, oh man, you really got me. Thank God we're good friends though.
You know, and I did the exact same thing. So when I was also the same age, also 5,
You're not 5.
6, that sort of age.
Oh, 5, 6
I
now.
had a bunch of like Hot Wheels cars and little plastic cars, and I would do these like massive race courses through the house. And I would control each of them individually and do a whole race through the room. I think I told you about this when I was telling you. I used to do like car tournaments.
This is why he doesn't have empathy.
No, this is why you did brackets.
And I had to do the same with Mario Kart battle mode.
Dude, he doesn't have empathy because all of his friends when he was his kids were just himself. Like projections of himself, so he only knows what he wants because all his friends were him.
Should be
they were all
empathetic to
imaginary.
I like this theory, but
It's good.
I'm a real only child. And I grew up alone for real, Aiden.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any of this shit. So I don't know what to tell you.
I was so much older than my brothers that it did. I had the same thing.
He felt alone.
She felt alone, but
No, I didn't
was
say I
alone.
felt alone. I just couldn't play games
Really,
with
you
them.
didn't feel alone, but you're playing Mario Kart by yourself.
I think the problem is you just weren't allowed to watch like The Simpsons. Like that would have cured everything.
Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to play Metal Gear or Final Fantasy
Aiden,
VII.
I'll get vulnerable because you got vulnerable and I laughed at you.
Yeah,
like a hyena.
You did do that.
I used to
now.
play tennis.
Yeah.
On my roof.
Yeah.
And I would pretend I was other people hitting it back, and I made up imaginary people. But it wasn't just me. I would play with my imaginary friends who were Mario characters.
I did this. I did this. I would be like, okay, I'm Waluigi now. I'm Mario now. And I do like a little tennis tournament in my head with the characters.
So like not relating because this is a story with my friends. But me and my friends invented a game that didn't have a name. We would just say, you guys want to play the game? And you would, maybe I've said this before actually, but you would just become, you would pick what superhero or what character in the world that you are and all the powers that you had. And anyone else could just say any superhero they were. And it was like there was no rules. So I could be like, well, I'm invincible now. And then they would be like, well, I am Sonic and Sonic's too fast. So it doesn't matter if you're invincible, come faster than you. And you would do this infinitely until they had a better.
Is this just a verbal game?
They had a better, like, you'd actually run around and play and say you were winning.
Oh, okay.
And it was everyone was just saying they were winning the whole time. That was the game.
This is like when kids are like saying the biggest number.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's
4 billion.
It's infinity times 2.
Yes. It's infinity times 3.
When I was older, when I was 9 and 10, me and my friends would play. We're on a club soccer team together, and we would play soccer tournaments in his backyard where we would play the World Cup, and we would list out a bracket with all the countries on it. And then we would play soccer over and over and over again for like an entire afternoon. But we were like each of the countries. But then we were also Mario characters.
So you're like Serbian
So
Bowser.
I'm like Waluigi played for Australia. And like,
I'm Luigi from Iran.